tonight about some things I think that are getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's going kind of crazy, kind of nuts, kind of off the rocker, if you will. I want to start here. This is a very interesting one. Basically, France has a plan to recycle some of its nuclear waste and turn them into metals, things like forks, doorknobs, and saucepans. Okay. So they want to build a 37-acre recycling center near Fessenheim nuclear power plant. Metals with low levels of radioactive waste would undergo a purification process in a smelting furnace, 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and they would take these and turn them into your everyday items, like forks and knives. So, I don't know. How do you feel about that? I don't know about you, but a nuclear spoon is not what I'm looking to eat my soup with. So, they want to dismantle the old reactors, pursue new ones, and basically everything in nuclear power, if you know it, is going smaller and smaller, and they're learning how to do it. A lot of the AI, they're basically making smaller little mini reactors. I don't know if there's an official name for them, but they're calling this an innovative way to recycle metal. This metal, of course, would be from nuclear reactors. So I don't know about you. I might have a little bit of an issue with eating food with former nuclear reactor metal. So EDF is proposing using some of the materials to manufacture forks, doorknobs, and saucepans. Why do they have to all be with food, Or things you use every day, like a doorknob. How's the joke go? Use more than a doorknob. So, they need to talk about this with people, but they plan to build this huge recycling center and basically turn it into a nuclear metal. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it works. Maybe taking the stuff and melting it at 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit will burn all the radioactivity out of it. But so I don't know. New recycling center could process 500,000 tons of low-level radioactive metals over 40 years, and they plan to melt 85% of the metals in an electric arc furnace at 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, while remaining the 15% will be filtered and returned to the nuclear storage facilities without being recycled. So, I don't know about you, but might be a little... I would at least want a warning on these things. I at least want something saying, hey, this is a former nuclear rod metal or whatever the heck it is. So, yeah, I don't know. Crazy. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that. I think it's an interesting thing, but nothing I would want done. So I don't know. Maybe it's safe. Maybe they can prove to me it's safe. So another little crazy right here. This is the chart of Prozac and Ozempic. We do like our pharmaceuticals here in this country. My question is this: what would happen in an SHTF of all the people that are on like the SSRIs, whatever the heck they are, the serotonin reuptake, whatever? Like, what happens to all the people that are on the SSRI medications? So, Prozac Nation, yeah, that's a good way to put it. We are a Prozac nation. We are a nation of pharmaceuticals. As we have seen, the craze over Ozempic is going pretty hot. I'm down 40 pounds, but I've basically kind of plateaued, and I'm starting to try to kick it into gear. In fact, I gained a couple back, and I got mad at myself. We have the Halloween candies in the house, and I was getting a little too much into it. So we're kind of laying off and skipping meals and working out and trying to do things. So we had a pretty hard day. Hopefully we'll undo some of that tomorrow when I get on the scale. But Ozempic is a very popular one. People like to take the Ozempic, but I've been offered, say, hey, you want to do this? Everybody's doing it. No, I don't want it. So, yeah, obesity keeps going up. That is another thing. So 1980, it was down around 15% roughly population, and now it's up to 40+%. So almost half the nation is obese. So that's a problem. So I worry about Ozempic. When things are too good to be true, I tend to kind of want to avoid them. You might have remembered a certain intervention that was heralded back in 2020 and 2021 that was going to fix all the world's problems. And, actually came out today in a New York court that that might not be the case. And all the people that were let go from their jobs are now going to get back pay. So if you want to look that up on your own, you can. Or you can go to the crisis report where I talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, pharmaceuticals are everywhere. And I think with all of the numbers going up, all the things like, just general sickness and everything else, it's like, what are we doing? Are we trading out, a big belly for down the road other medical issues? I don't know. We don't really have a lot of long-term information on this. And if you know anything about some other things that have come out, hindsight is 2020. And when stuff comes out and is loved and used, and then problems start to occur, people drop it. And then, I don't know. I need more information about what this is going to do to people in long term. So I don't trust it. I don't really trust a lot coming out from our pharmaceutical industrial complex, but that's just me. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm not real up on the pharmaceuticals and like more holistic stuff, going in and eating better foods and all of that. But anyway, other problems going on. Our banking system, not doing so hot. You want to talk about real problems. The banking system in China is really having issues. There's a lot of stuff that is kind of, coming down the pike from their real estate sector. If you don't know what's going on with that, yesterday I think Hong Kong index was down a whole bunch. Anyway, they're closing 1,000 branches this year, and the reason why is because they have to do whatever they can to maximize profits. The way to do that is to basically let go of people. So 700 branches, first 9 months of the year, they're going to force thousands to either travel further or, let go. So there's a lot of things that have come out saying that Trump is going to run away with this thing in the election. I'll believe it when I see it. But the jobs thing that's going on, this isn't helping the current regime, of course. When you're losing jobs all over the place, when businesses are closing, it's not good. Odd Lots, I think or Big Lots, I think it is, they're closing down. Lots of other places are getting rid of people. If you know what's going on with labor and how to run a business, the easiest way to get rid of, or to make money and save money is to get rid of people. So Bank of America is closing locations, 132. Walgreens is closing a bunch of places. Yeah, a lot of jobs are going away. So the bank's closing branches fastest in 2024. Bank of America, 132. U.S. Bank, 101. Wells Fargo, 92. Chase, 90. TD Bank, 52. PNC Bank 48, Citizens 37, Wood Forest, never heard of that one, 31, Key Bank 16, Fulton Bank 14, Capital One 12, total 754, and then of course another 129 in other areas. So yeah, the jobs are not doing so hot out there right now. Oh, look at that. Worst hit is California. I wonder why. 86 branches closing. Now, of course, this is going up with the rise of like online banking and all that. People are, less inclined to go in, and you got ATMs now. So, I mean, we go into a bank. We've gotten loans and things like that. So, that's all good. But fact of the matter is that they don't need as many banks as they used to. So. Bad hit states: Pennsylvania, Texas, Ohio, Florida, and New Jersey. So, current rate closures continues. 1,000 will be gone. So, expert from Self Financial Reach studying the rate of the net closures across the country. They have 1,646 since 2018. Now, the other thing to think about here is a lot of these banks on their own are going to close. I cannot remember the stat, but we used to have something like, I want to say 4,000 banks in the country, and now it's down to like 1,000. That's just kind of recalling something I heard. I don't know the exact truth or validity to it, but I know that the amount of banks that we had has gone down a whole bunch. So that's a problem. So jobs mainly on that one. Banks are going to bank. A lot of people don't, they don't trust banks. I like our bank. We're not the biggest, but we're not the smallest either. So I think that's the key right now with all the stuff going on with the financials. You all remember Silicon Valley Bank, of course. Well, people lose their jobs, they lose their money, and as it says here, Mish is fantastic. He does great stuff. He says 37% have maxed out credit cards, so, the rates are going up and everything. This is not the time to max out your credit card. What is the rate right now when you max one of these things out and you can't pay? It's like, what, 25, 28%? Something like that. Think about that. You go and you drop $5,000, and then you've got an interest rate of 28% on it. I mean, you're asking for it. That's just not smart. And again, this is kind of the state of the affairs with America right now. People are really hurting. This is why people are trying to change horses. In the dog and pony show coming up on the 5th of November. It's because they know that their goose is cooked. They can't make it. It's too expensive out there. So what do? They crack open into the credit card. I've got one credit card. I just put groceries on it and I pay it off before it's due. So we do that every month. And it's to build credit. It's working. I get all kinds of freaking credit card stuff in the mail, but I don't know, the people were listening to this channel today, and they're like, kind of accuse me of being a normie. I'm a prepper, but at the same time, like, I understand that it's not smart to go crazy or to just overdo stuff. You want to live like a normal human being for as long as you can, and if SHTF happens, then you deal with it. You have everything ready to go, and you just kind of slowly accumulate within your means. You don't max out credit cards. You don't go out and buy a grocery store and let the food rot. Like, it's good to do things in a wise way. So, I don't know. It's always interesting. Get a lot of new people come to the channel. So, always interesting to see the perspectives. Like, have you been here? Like, yeah, I do actually think that way. But anyway, I know. Like, we were talking about the sports ball this morning with my kids, and, a lot of people like, it's expensive, you shouldn't do it or whatever. I get that, but, we side hustle and we do everything we can because I want my family and everything to be as normal as possible until it just basically doesn't work anymore, you know. And I think we're getting pretty close to that, honestly. Especially when you're seeing, over 1/3 of people maxing out their credit cards. So as it says here, no, I have not maxed out or come close. That's about half. Yes, I have maxed it out. 20%, 1 in 5. That's crazy. I've come close, about 17%, almost 1 in 5. And then, of course, prefer not to say. So nearly 2 in 5 cardholders have maxed out credit card or some come close, according to the Fed, with interest rates. So here's some key findings by my man Mish, and he does great work. Nearly 2 in 5 cardholders have maxed out. 20% have maxed out. 17% have come close. Over half have maxed out their credit cards, come close. 54% blame inflation or high prices. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. Other top reasons, of course, are emergency expenses, carrying a balance, having a credit card. Our car's in the shop. Well, it was supposed to be today. They got the piece in and it was broken. So it's going back here in a couple days. But, most people can't even handle a car fix, whatever that may be. Thankfully, ours is only about $500, but still, most people nowadays can't even handle that. Can't handle like a $500,000 car fix. So, that's what that emergency expense is. So I don't know, and how much is the Ozempic a month you're paying for to quote unquote get healthy? Yeah. So of those who maxed out their credit cards or come close, 88% say it negatively impacted their personal finances in some way. This includes 41% who said the credit score declined, 31% who say they could not afford a necessary expense. So, yeah. So, don't do this. Don't do this. Save money and pay off bills and do things accordingly. Don't do this kind of stuff. This is dumb. This is not smart. So where's all this going, Prepper Now? What's the deal with all this? Well, the fact of the matter is that people losing jobs, war on the horizon, supply chains going crazy. You got the whole BRICS thing going on right now. Gold prices are going ballistic. Have you seen them lately? I think they're almost to $2,800. And I remember not so distant time ago, I think over the summer, when it hit $2,500 and everybody was freaking out. So silver is $35. Why is this? Because the fact of the matter is that America is broke. Past 12 months, it's gone from 1947 to 2715. That's 40%. Does that seem normal? Not really to me. Things aren't supposed to go up by 40%, no matter what it is. That's why the housing market is basically a bubble. So, and it's going to probably keep going, It's probably going to keep going. So there's a lot of disjointed, dislocated, disproportionate stuff going on in our financial realm. Let me give you one just off the cuff. I think 48 hours ago, it finally came out that what we pay on our interest in this country is now more than what we pay for our defense sector. We're paying more on interest than we are on our defense of the country. And they say that is the death spiral beginning. So I think with the BRICS, I think with war, I think with this going on and, the interest rates going up and everybody getting their butt kicked with inflation, gold is becoming very much in vogue. I'm not saying buy it or not buy it. I do have some. Silver, of course, is a lot more of a buy right now. It just hit $35. Again, not telling you to buy it or not. Not a financial advisor, but I do own some silver, and I'm glad I do. So this is El Arian. El Arian is Muhammad El Arian, I think his name. He's a big financial guru. Okay, you probably never heard of him, but he knows his stuff, and he's honest. And he said these are some of the problems that are going on. He said foreign central bank purchases are driving gold strength. Yes, China buys a crap load of gold. Russia buys a crap load of gold. America's weaponization of trade tariffs and investment sanctions. We have sanctioned the crap out of Russia. We have sanctioned the crap out of Iran. We have sanctioned the crap out of multiple countries that are considered rogue. We have tariffed the crap out of China. That was a Trump thing. And, it's hitting stuff. So people are buying gold, central banks specifically. Russia's ability to continue and trade and grow its economy. With all those sanctions, Russia has not stopped. Their growth has gone up, 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 up. So they're not hurting anymore. And they're actually running a big economic thing with the BRICS. You got 33 countries there from all over the globe. And they're going to try and basically challenge the dollar in the not-so-distant future. So, conflict in the Middle East, they say also. Inconsistent backer of both fundamental human rights and application of international law. So, here is the net purchases of gold. As you can see on the right side, they've been going ballistic. Global system is changing, And then, of course, all the other stuff, unusual. Gold price is not just an unusual in terms of traditional economic and financial influences. What I think he's saying there is the gold price is disproportionate to the silver price. If you know anything about the silver to gold ratio, go look that up. It's off by a lot, which is saying you should do things if you are able to read. And I'm not telling you to do it, but you might want to read about it. Silver to gold ratio. Yeah. All kinds of stuff going on in the world, making it so gold is rising, rising, rising. Inflation is rising, rising, rising. We're unable to pay our emergency expenses. That's rising. All that stuff. To the point where they're starting to become creative and make it so our forks and knives might have a little nuclear waste in there. People are maxing out their credit cards. And our jobs are not as secure as they used to be. So, a lot of issues, a lot of problems out there. And gold is being the benefit of all of it. So, it's a sign. It shows us that things are off and things are not going well. And we have a lot of problems on the horizon that we're going to have to deal with. And, that's what we cover here. Prepping is not just putting a crap load of food away. It's also making smart choices, putting away money, doing things to preserve your wealth. So whatever that looks like to you. We promote here FEMS, food, energy, medicine, and security. All those things are expensive. They take money. So wrapping your fingers around as much of that as possible is a smart thing to do right now, because I can assure you it's not going to get any cheaper. Yeah. So there you have it, friends. I will not be doing a ride and drive talk tomorrow. That's why I busted this one out tonight. But if you're feeling the pinch, there's a reason. A lot of things are dislocated in our world, and I think, and it's covered over in the crisis report in the next not so distant future, I think you're going to possibly see things get hot in the Middle East. And so whatever you can do to better your position in this world financially, physically, whatever that may be, maybe it's just getting in shape, I suggest you get to doing it now. All right, friends. We're going to call it on that one. God bless. Thanks for being here. You know what to do. Hit the buttons and stuff. You can join as a member if you'd like. I'd like to thank you all for being here. There's a member. Winning streak is one. There's awesome people in green. Couple bucks a month. Or you can just, let a commercial play or join me over on the Crisis Report. Just love having you. All right, friends. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.